warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome to today's program. I'm Syed Muhammed, and today I'm going to be discussing a very interesting topic that affects our lives every day. And so we see that throughout our lives there are many different opportunities that come before us. Some opportunities that we're able to take advantage of, and other opportunities that we're not able to take advantage of. And so what's the link between this? What's the thing? Why aren't we able to take advantage of these opportunities? Why aren't we able to do enough with our time? And the reason for that is because we're not productive enough. Every single day we realize that within our lives, our goal in life is to use our time wisely, to do as much as we can with our time, so that when we die and we know that we use our time to the best of our capabilities, we use that time that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave us, and we use it to as much as we can. We do as much as we can with that time. But unfortunately, we know that it's not always easy to be productive. And so most of the time, the reason why we're not able to be productive is because we feel unmotivated. We feel something's missing. We feel that we just don't feel like working, or that something is holding us back. And so, what we end up doing is we end up wasting our time on things that really do nothing for us. People spend, if you have some off time, people spend, hours and hours, let's say, playing video games, or people spend, just honestly just doing nothing. Things that don't matter, not even on that level, but just on the basic level that we have to do something. We have a task that we have to do, and we just can't do it. We end up not doing it. And so being productive, using our time the right way, isn't something that happens overnight. But there are certain things that we can do within our day that can help to put us on the right track. And so these things that we do, these little things that we do, it can help us to lead a more productive lifestyle. And we can use our time the right way so that when we get these opportunities, we're able to take advantage of them. We're able to do more with our time. And one of these small things that we can do in our everyday lives that will overall end up helping us to become more productive is being organized. Now, we see that within our day, that being more organized, there's many different studies that being organized is actually a simple way for us to mentally feel prepared. Being organized is a way for us to mentally feel motivated. That, for example, if we look at a house, imagine somebody's at work, and imagine that he's at work all day, and all you can think about is, oh, can't wait to get back to my house. I can't wait to, I just want to lie down. I want to get home. And even throughout the car ride, that's all he's thinking about. That's all you're thinking about, is just getting home. Now imagine that as soon as you get home, as soon as you open the door to your house, you put in that key, you open the door, you look inside and you see clothes all over the sofa, and you see crumbs on the floor, and you see 3 bags of garbage that you forgot to put out the other, for the past week. You wouldn't feel very good, would you? How would you feel? You would feel, frankly, you'd feel stressed. And so just as having a dirty house would have this impact, just as, like I said, looking home and seeing all this, to this level of your house, having a dirty house, what having a dirty house could do to you, having, say, a disorganized closet could also have a similar impact. A closet is actually, think of a person who wakes up in the morning. A closet is the first thing that you see when you wake up in the morning. So if a person has a clean closet, it could do as much as make them feel motivated. It could do as much as boost their energy, and it can have that impact on them compared to a person with, say, a dirty closet. They wake up in the morning, they'll see that closet and they'll feel stressed, and they'll feel, they won't have as much energy, they won't feel good at all just by looking at that closet. Something that is such a small aspect. Know that one closet could be the reason that we're feeling unmotivated and not accomplishing as much as we would like to. Now think of a person who's working from home, or let's say they're working at an office, with an extremely cluttered desk, with papers everywhere, and you can't even find a working pen. And so, what would that do to you? Having an organized desk would not only increase our productivity, but it could also help to improve our sleep and even help us have a better diet. A study from psychological science found being organized can actually have a positive input on what you're eating. Specifically, there was a study that found that people who worked in a neat space were 2 times as likely to pick an apple to eat versus a chocolate bar when compared to those who were working in a organized workspace compared to a messy workspace. And so getting organized has that ability to give you that much needed energy boost. According to WebMD, if you're feeling a slight slump in your day and can't seem to shake it off, try taking a few minutes to organize your desk and work area. For example, sorting papers and filing your emails and just cleaning up the area, throwing away garbage. If you have a pencil holder, taking the pens that are all around and putting them in that, or putting the pencils in there. Little things like this. And what it can do to you is it will help you feel more energetic for the entire day. And so being organized is just one of the many little things that we do in our life that could have huge psychological as well as physical impacts on us and can affect how productive we can be with our time. It's not so much as you look at the big things that, okay, I have to do this, I have to do that, dramatic changes. That one day we're not doing something, one day, for example, you're reading, this is the example we always look at. One day you're reading, say if you're able to, inshallah, you're reading your 5 namazes a day. We hope everybody's reading their 5 namazes a day. And then the next day, you decide to read all the nafilas and you want to read namaz-e-shab and everything. This isn't that type of change where it's one day you're doing, okay, a certain amount, and then the next day, you're completely productive. It's not like that. What it does is it keeps you on that right track. So the first time, for example, having a cluttered desk, having a dirty desk, if you go and organize your desk, it's going to make you feel better. You're going to want to work more. It's going to just be one of those things that seeing that your workspace is organized, seeing that papers are in a spot, seeing that your pens are in a spot. Stuff like this has a huge impact on us. And though we don't see it as a big deal that, our closet is messy, that, our shirts and pants are in different spots, it actually can make a difference in our lives, and it can make us feel more energized. It can make us, it can make us eat better. It can make us even as far as helping us sleep. And so we pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that He helps us to become more productive. And inshallah, we can use this organization, we can use being organized as sort of a pathway to productivity. That's all the time we have left for today. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Khuda hafiz.